So one of the first things I do when I meet a new client is to ask them to take a fresh look at their life. What does their current life situation look like? And I'm going to invite you to do the same, to zoom out and to consider your current life situation in 5 key domains. And a good way to do this is to give yourself a score on a scale of 1 to 10 for each of those domains. So you can go in more detail. The F here stands for finance. What does your financial situation look like right now? Look at your income level. Do you have any assets that you own? Do you have a pension that you have built up over time? What about your insurances? Those have all to do with your financial situation. The R stands for relationships. What is the quality of your relationships? You can consider the relationship with your significant other, your colleagues, children if you have them, parents, siblings, friends. How much time do you spend with them? So what kind of score would you give it? So you can have one big number, like a 7 out of 10, for instance, or you can do it more granular, depends on your personality type, how deep and detailed you want to go. Then the E stands for esteem, and esteem is a little bit a complicated concept, but it's basically, esteem has to do with our self-image, but also the esteem that we get from others. It has to do with our position in the hierarchy. And it's very important that we know where we are, that we have a realistic self-concept, not too inflated, not too deflated, because that will affect how we will act in the world. But that's for another time. Then the S stands for self-actualization or self-realization. That is about your dreams. Are you living your dream? Are you perhaps having a hobby that you really want to spend time on and become really good at something? Or perhaps you want to travel the world, or you want to develop knowledge in a certain area, not necessarily related to your work. So that's about realizing and expressing your full potential. And then the H stands for, of course, for health, which is, well, you may argue, one of the most important elements. Health is something that we never think about if we are healthy, and we always think about where we are not healthy. So you can think about your physical health, your mental health, your emotional stability, and maybe your spiritual health. So it's really helpful to zoom out, take a fresh look at your life. And when can you do this? Well, you can do it in, let's say, every quarter, to say, well, let's take stock right now and to see, well, where do I want to be maybe a year from now? And then what actions can I take this coming quarter in each of the categories? What you also can do is every morning, that's what I do as part of my morning routine, I quickly go through each of the 5 and I'm thinking about what is one thing I can do today to improve my financial situation? What's one thing I can do to improve a key relationship, and so forth? If you do that, you take a more holistic view of your life situation. It's a really helpful way to actually get more grip on your life and to live a life of meaning, and not only focus on one key area, work or whatever it is. So hope that helps. Wish you a wonderful day, and see you soon again.